Welcome to the EPA series, a journey into your EVO potential analysis. I'm Annalisa, inner alchemist, and in this space, we will explore the hidden layers of how you think, choose, and act so you can lead your life and business with clarity, not chaos. This isn't about fixing who you are, it's about revealing your design so that everything begins to work better for you. Let's begin. Ciao, and welcome back for episode 2. And this tells me something. It tells me that you're ready to look deeper. You're not just here for a quick fix. You're here because your soul wants a little bit more clarity. More than that, perhaps it is seeking some new direction. Today, we begin our journey through the 18 individual traits of the EVO Potential Analysis, or EPA, and we start with one of my absolute favorites, organizational vision. I call this the lighthouse trait. It is the part of you that holds the long view, that can imagine a future before it exists. It's the part of you that can say, I don't know how I'll get there, but I know that's where I'm going. When organizational vision is strong and healthy, it becomes a source of inner stability, like a compass that keeps pointing you toward your deeper why, even when the wind is wild and the waves are high. But when organizational vision is low or underdeveloped, it can feel like you're walking through fog with no sense of north or true direction. Days blur, goals feel blurry. You are busy, but not necessarily moving. So let's unpack this slowly. Let's dive into this amazing trait. In EPA, organizational vision is the behavioral strategy that governs your ability to plan ahead, keep your eyes on a meaningful direction, and structure your time and energy to support that bigger picture. It's not just about having goals. It is much deeper than that. It's about the capacity to imagine forward, to see beyond the to-do list, to pause and ask, what do I want this season of my life to actually feel like, to look like? People with high organizational vision often have clarity about where they're headed. They're the ones with whiteboards, journals, vision boards, but more importantly, they have language for what they're creating. They name it, they claim it, and that naming gives them amazing strength. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, I don't feel like I have a vision, or everything I planned for got derailed, I want you to breathe. This trait and any other trait is not a judgment. None of them are. It's a mirror. And the beauty of this mirror is that it doesn't reflect your failures. It reflects your potential. When organizational vision scores are low on the EPA mapping, it doesn't mean you're not a visionary person. It means you're probably in a reactive loop. So, for example, you might be saying yes to too many things and losing sight of your own goals, stuck perhaps in short-term survival mode, constantly adapting to other people's needs without asking yourself, wait, where am I going? What am I doing? People with low organizational vision scores often describe a sense of disorientation, like they're walking through their days, but not actually living them. They're not lazy. They're just exhausted from chasing life instead of leading it, creating it. And often this exhaustion comes from chronic self-betrayal, from not making space for your own dreams. I say this with incredible love. It's hard to hold a vision for your future when you've learned to suppress your own desire to make others comfortable or happy. So if this feels like you, if organizational vision is the trait that feels far away right now, know that you can rebuild it. Not overnight, but over time and with some patience and kindness. Now let's imagine the ideal situation, the ideal scenario. Picture a business owner, maybe like you, who wakes up with a sense of intention, not because they have a perfect plan, but because they know what season they're in. They're able to say, this month, I'm planting seeds. Next month, I'll be pruning. And later this year, I'll be harvesting. They don't panic when a client drops out or when a launch doesn't work because their inner GPS is still online. They know where they're headed and they're okay recalibrating. Organizational vision, when it's strong, lets you hold structure without rigidity. It allows you to dream big and then reverse engineer the steps. It allows you to feel purposeful in how you use your time. It allows you to say no with confidence because you've said a bigger yes to your long-term direction. It also nourishes your nervous system because when you trust where you're going, you don't have to live in hypervigilance anymore. To me, organizational vision is a sacred act. It's the act of declaring to the universe, I believe I was put here for something meaningful, and I'm willing to walk towards it. It's about dreaming without attachment, planning with open hands, listening inward before you listen outward. When we strengthen this trait, we create lives that are not just productive, but they're purposeful. And we stop chasing the next thing because we're finally connected to our own amazing, wonderful, unique thing. So how do we start? Start small. Get a journal and ask yourself, if my work could serve the world in one meaningful way, what would it be? What kind of person do I want to become over the next 12 months? How do I start making space in my week, in my days, for this vision to come true? And then build a tiny ritual. Maybe each Monday you take 10 minutes to look ahead, reconnect to your bigger picture. Maybe you make a simple vision board on Canva and set it as your laptop or your mobile background. Start using focus lists to guide you daily on the activities that day by day, day after day, they take you closer to your destination point. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to come home to yourself more often. If this episode stirred something in you, if you felt recognized in any way, let me know what you would like to dive into and we will explore it together. Drop me a like and a follow. This helps me a lot. And in the next episode, we'll explore another essential trait, self-motivation, the trait of inner drive, energy, and motion. But for now, close your eyes, take a breath, and ask yourself, what do I want to imagine forward? Ti abbraccio. Until next time.